Did you make that?
Solid Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers. Check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, pop 'em right under your tongue. Lighten up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions when my rations getting low. Get down on the flow, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this sweet too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze, ain't a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the dice before you let them roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in Meth Doom. Hits the sun god, bringing some light. Now watch your mood switch, hieroglyphs when writing scripts. Now my but conquering, conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Come on. I am joined here by the big homie, Big Nick Shine, who is celebrating because he's a Georgia Bulldog fan. Celebrate, my brother. Celebrate.
Yo, I posted this just now in the group. I don't know if you saw it, if you were busy putting things together.
Yeah.
I don't get to say this much as a football fan. Bro, I'm happy.
Hey, good game.
Simple shit, man. Simple shit.
Hey, that was a great national champ. I'm not gonna lie, for all you people who love offense and expected fireworks, you were bored for the first 3 quarters. But all it
man,
takes
that game is, let's be real. That game might have a different outcome if Williams doesn't get hurt.
Oh, big time. Big time.
Him going hurt, and I'm a big fan of his, and I'm drooling over him to team up with Elijah Moore. I hope it's nothing major.
That's to me, that I think that's another thing too, is hope that it's something that he can bounce back real quick from. It's nothing very bad and nothing big, structural damage on his knee, because he grabbed big time.
It'll cost him millions.
Honestly, you know what? After Willis McGahee situation, I'm not willing to rule out anything. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but you're talking about a potential top 14, 15 pick who might maybe slide to round 2 now. If it's a torn ACL, he might miss
a year. Yeah, you're right.
He might miss the majority of his rookie season, and you miss training camp, you miss OTA as a rookie. It's almost like they want to write you off.
No, you miss a lot. But hey, anyway, let's get all the preliminary shit, the shit that pays the bills around this joint. Of course, like I said, it's your boy Wildcard Mark back, and I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition is for here to stay. I had caught some COVID. I was feeling like straight ass crack. Thanksgiving happened, Christmas happened. I've been out of town in Jamaica. As you can see, the boy got a nice little tan going on. I was in Jersey, of course, for those who follow I.O.W. Me and the big homie Nick got a chance to link up. And I got the full Jersey experience. The motherfucking assholes. I got the full Jersey experience.
You motherfucker. What the fuck, asshole?
But no,
Look at Eskimo. Hey, I'm
yeah.
gonna have to cut in a few minutes. My boys just walked in to celebrate the game, so I'm
No,
gonna
no,
bounce early.
hey,
They showed up
hey,
unexpectedly after the game was
hey,
finished.
hey, matter of fact, why don't you have your boys hop on? It don't matter. We can celebrate together, brother. But
Nice.
no, as always, as you see scrolling on the bottom of the screen, the intro, unofficial, official theme song to Late Night Owl Sports Edition. My man 40 Water, aka Silent Hill, him and Jay Leo, Pale Moon Debonair. You see it scrolling on the bottom of the screen, so definitely shout out to them. Y'all go show them some love and support. Um, go to your respective app store, whether it's a Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Go ahead and download the I.O.W. Network app. That's available in your respective app stores. And of course, I said it on the day show today at 4 p.m. I'll say it again. Big shouts out to the big homie Nick Shine that got the I.O.W. Sports Network official open public Facebook page going. That thing's been booming. We did a college football national championship thread tonight. A lot of great feedback and comments. A lot of interaction down
Fun
on
game to
that.
watch, man.
Oh,
Real.
fun game to watch.
Taking
Definitely
me and
fun
my
game.
team out of it, that was a fun game to watch. It started off defensive, and then it got offensive in the
Yeah.
second half, and it was two heavyweight fighters just slugging it out, right?
What's going on, Jason Devlin, man? Appreciate the love and support, man. You were definitely heavy in the chat tonight. So definitely appreciate your support, my brother. Great football takes you were giving. And he says, Nick, you look a lot more sober than I thought you would be. Not that surprising. Hey, Jason, I can't even lie. I
I took
thought
it
Nick.
slow today.
Oh, you wanted to catch the game and actually
I
be
only
sober
had
enough to talk
16
about
since we
it.
started the show. I took it nice and easy today. Very,
That's,
very sober right now.
that's nice and easy. I hate to see what an
Oh,
actual
that's slow
drunken night
drinking.
looks like.
That's sipping.
But no.
But listen,
But
let me bounce. Let me entertain. I didn't expect this.
yeah.
But
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
like
Hey,
Jameson
hey.
Williams, he goes out. That's when the momentum changed. The Georgia line couldn't pass block. What
Yeah.
they do when they came out of halftime? They were run blocking. They let those big fatties eat because they couldn't deal with the speed of Alabama.
Yeah.
And then when they had one-on-one opportunities, they started chucking it up, and they were able to take advantage of it. So I think Kirby and his staff made a really couple great adjustments at halftime. And that defensive line for Georgia, those dudes can ball, man. They can all ball.
Hey,
You know, had a really great game too. The safety scene. He came up and made a lot of good fucking plays, man. Him, Dean, Harris on Alabama. You got NFL players all over that field.
Hey
Man.
Jason, I'm not worried about it. Like Nick knows, I've been able to carry an hour show by myself plenty of time. I'm on episode 117, and he's only been around for maybe 25 of them. I've been holding down an hour for myself. It's all good, Jason. I'm gonna let my boy go celebrate. Hey, big homie Nick Shine. Cheers, my brother. I got my beer. You got your beer. Go hang out with your peoples, man. I'll get up with you, brother.
Have a good show, man. We'll talk.
Oh, for sure. So anyway, it's all good that I get to go solo tonight. It's all good. It's all good. But no, congratulations to all those Georgia fans out there taking down big mighty Alabama. Now before the game I went Alabama only because if you're talking about matchup wise, of course, both of those defenses are pretty much Georgia's defense is a little bit faster. Definitely as Bryce Young found out when he went for that 2-point conversion, he saw the speed. Man, did that speed on that Georgia defense, man? Oh my goodness. Those backers move. Those safeties and corners move. Here's the thing. That defense for Georgia was so dominant and so fast. You can draft that whole defense and change your franchise around in a heartbeat. I'm being so serious. That's how good that damn Georgia defense is. Fast as hell. But no, hey, look, you got to give credit when credit is due. All right. When you got people like Alabama that have been so dominant for year in and year out, and you're trying to find a way to get over them, get over the hump, beat them, take them down. And Georgia is literally a mirror image of it. Great recruiting, great coaching, and when you literally just do what you got to do to hang in there. And look, before Nick got off, he has a true point. Does this game look different with Williams not going out for Alabama? Their top wide receiver, deep threat. Of course, this is a different game. But Georgia did exactly what they needed to do. They hung around, stuck around, didn't let Alabama offense get going. And big props to Stetson Bennett. I thought he was going to be the downfall of that team. In the first couple of quarters, he looked like he was going to prove me right. It looked like Stetson Bennett was going to find a way to just fuck it up for Georgia. And to his credit, man, he hung in there, took some hits, delivered the football where it needed to be, made some great throws down the stretch, especially fourth quarter. And like I was saying earlier, for all you fans that love high scoring, a lot of offense going on, this probably wasn't the game you wanted to watch. But for me, who I love slobber knocking, hitting football. Where these dudes was hitting tonight. You had to play some defense. You know what I'm saying? So first three quarters, I say Stetson Bennett was about to be a downfall for Georgia. To his credit, fourth quarter, made some great throws, got the football out of his hand quick because Willie Anderson for Alabama 31 was chasing him down all night. And matter of fact, number 15 for Alabama, I forgot his name, but he's a true freshman. That's another thing. Alabama played multiple freshmen in tonight's game. So imagine being a freshman in a national championship game. You're at Alabama, and you'll probably get a chance to win national championships in your sophomore and junior season before you go pro. Like, how amazing is that? You know what I'm saying? How amazing is that? Jason says the SEC is beyond strong. No question. The two best teams in NCAA football were playing tonight. Yes. I'm glad you brought that up, Jason, because here's my thing. All those people that kept saying, oh, Alabama, we're tired of seeing them in the national championship, blah, 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 blah. Can somebody else get the national championship game? Look, give me a better team that deserved to be in the college football playoff better than Alabama. I'll wait. Because obviously Georgia deserved to be there. Obviously, Alabama deserved to be in the Final Four. You could, I guess you could throw Cincinnati in there. They were undefeated, and I guess so. But, they didn't make it to the national championship game. They didn't have a chance against Alabama. I guess you could go with Michigan. Yeah, cute story. They finally beat Ohio State after 5 years of getting totally their dicks kicked in by Ohio State. Yeah, I guess so. But besides those Final Four, give me a team that deserved to be in the Final Four over Alabama. I'll wait. So all those people that was woofing and crying and belly aching, talking about, oh, Alabama in the college football playoff again. Well, give me a team that deserved to be in there before them. I'll wait. Because Alabama, year in and year out, will always have great recruiting. As you saw tonight, they got a lot of freshmen that played in this national championship game that's going to be returning. So if you got sick and tired of Alabama before, well, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to continue to get sick and tired of them still because their team is loaded with talent from top to bottom. You probably won't even see seniors on that team because, by the time you get your junior year, you only need one outbreak year at Alabama before you get drafted in the top 10. That's how it works. But tonight's game is just a prime example of why the SEC is so dominant in football. Jason, I saw you put up the stat on the group chat. You said 12 out of the last 16 champions to win in college football came from the SEC. Majority of them were Alabama, but still, it's SEC. I mean, get mad all you want, bellyache all you want. If you want to be in that top echelon, you got to do what Saban does. You got to recruit. Not only do you have to recruit, you have to have an actual plan of what these young men are looking for. They're looking for a chance to be seen on national television. They want a chance to win a national championship. And they want a direct path to the NFL. Those are three things that these young guys all over the nation are looking for while they're being recruited. I mean, let's be honest. Name another coach in college football that can consistently, not just do it once a year, once every 5 years, once every 10 years. No. Consistently, year in and year out. Nick Saban does those three things. I'm going to get you seen on television. I'm going to give you a chance to win a national championship. And I'm going to get you to the NFL. Name another coach besides Nick Saban that can do that. Now, Kirby Smart, he's on his way. We thought Dabo Swinney was on his way. We thought Dabo was going to be the next one. But we see what's happening with his program when Sunshine Long, Goldilocks ain't there, when he ain't got massage Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? We thought Dabo was going to be the next one. Had it down here. Let's hope that's an anomaly. Let's hope. So I don't want to write off Dabo right now. All I'm saying is for what Dabo's been doing and what you saw this past season, I'm gonna wait. I'm hoping that this past season was an anomaly and it was just, a one-off. So I'm not gonna jump to the conclusion that Dabo, just had a couple of good years and he lucked up. I'm not ready to say that yet. But if he repeats and Clemson repeats what they did this past season, then maybe, Dabo just had a nice little run. But name a coach other than that, besides Saban, that can do that on a consistent basis. Now, I give Kirby Smart his credit. He looks like a coach that can finally break away from being Saban's assistant. It can actually sustain and build and always have a team and a program that can consistently compete for the top. Okay, I see you, Jason. So 12 winners and 5 runner-ups in 16 years. That's SEC dominance, y'all. That is the SEC dominance. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, do better. That's all I'm saying. I'm challenging all those other programs that if you want this same success, you can do it. Okay, I see you updated. 12 champs and 6 runners up. Forgot tonight. Yeah, if you add on tonight, you're right. But still, 18 years and 12 champs, 6 runners up. But that's dominance. That is complete, utter dominance. You know what I'm saying? And great comment right here, Jason, is pretty rare you see Nick Saban get out coached. Which is, if you do it, you one bad motherfucker. I'm just saying. What Kirby Smart just did, winning that national championship, helps recruiting. You don't believe me? Go look at his recruiting classes. Matter of fact, the last time he was in a national championship with Alabama, Georgia, helped his recruiting. What do you think this is just going to do now? So the cats that's not going to be able to get to Alabama, Alabama can't take all the top recruits. They need somewhere else to go, right? Kirby Smart can easily say, I'm the big dog too. I can hang with Bama. Matter of fact, I just beat them. Not too many coaches can say that they got one over on Nick Saban in Alabama. That list is small. That list is real small. So this, look, I'm telling you, Kirby Smart might be on to something. And not just by winning the national championship, it's just consistency. That's why Nick Saban is who he is because it's consistent. Kirby Smart has already shown that I can make to the national championship level. Now he says I can win at the national championship level. It's consistency. That's all it is. But it takes certain coaches, certain players to get to that point that's got to be committed to wanting that consistency. You know what I'm saying? So it look, all that belly aching about Bama not, they don't deserve to be. Come on, they give me another program that deserved to be in the Final Four. I'll wait. Why do you think Saban's success didn't carry over to the NFL? Well, one, you're talking about me personally, and I get there's going to be some coaches that's going to jump from college to NFL. It happens every year. When you have players in the college system who pretty much are looking at these coaches as father figures, they're pretty much getting told what to do. Like Saban has all the power in Alabama, all of it. I need you in. I got your curfew set at this time. I need you to be in your room at that time. If you ain't at that time, you can go. It's pretty much his way or the highway. In the NFL, maybe a third of that roster is making more money than that coach. Hell, I'm going to listen to a joker that's getting paid less than me, trying to tell me what to do. And if I don't understand or don't want to buy into what he's saying, I'm the player. I'm more important than you. In the NFL, players are more important than the coaches because at the end of the day, the NFL can only market off the play of the players because that's what a storyline is. In the NCAA, your coaches have so much power and they are more of the reason why that team is good. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think if Saban would have stayed in Miami, him and Bill Belichick would have battled like crazy in the AFC East. Because in the 2 years that Saban was down in Miami, he went 2-2 against Belichick. And I would have loved to have seen Saban stay. But I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work out. And I think what is to go a little bit deep into why into why some of these coaches don't carry over into the NFL is maybe sometimes their schemes may be a little bit outdated to how this type of athletes that are in the league at that point in time. They definitely faster, bigger, stronger athletes in the NFL. Because by that time you're mature, you're a man. College, you're like the young bull on the yard that's trying to, create your lane. These other cats in the NFL, they establish bulls. You know what I'm saying? What's Nick talking about? He says Saban knew his style wasn't good for NFL. Got to know when to fold them. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. And I think that's another part too that sometimes doesn't help college coaches translate to the NFL. Which kind of reason why Urban Meyer wasn't doing so hot this year. Not to mention his bad choices off the field, bad treatment of kickers, kicking the kicker, getting caught. How do you get caught in a bar with a young lady that's a bar that you frequently went to when you was in Ohio, and they know that wasn't your wife, somebody was going to snap that pic. Like, but besides that, the offense that he was running just it was a lot of offense that majority of those players have already seen, and they're like, come on now, we know what you're doing. He wasn't able to adjust to actually, he thought that all the success that he had back in the past would carry his ass to wins in the NFL. See, Urban Meyer didn't even attempt to adjust to the NFL coaching style. He didn't even attempt. He just thought, Urban Meyer, I got 2 natties in Florida. I got one in Ohio State. You know who I am. He thought that his name and his clout was going to automatically get him some wins or mean something in the NFL. It didn't mean a damn thing. So I think you can be a college coach and win in the NFL if you're able to adapt, if you're able to change. Now, if you're one of them older coaches, probably not. See, Lincoln Riley, I think Lincoln Riley can make it in the NFL because he still has a young, fresh mind enough to understand that, hey, I gotta adjust some shit. I gotta be able to balance here, give a little here, take a little here. See, that's Lincoln Riley. That wasn't Urban Meyer. He was more the old dog that ain't trying to learn no new tricks. Because I'm the old dog and you know who the hell I am, it's going to automatically be success. It don't work like that. I see Nick. He's talking about Brian Flores he beats Bill Belichick. Smart beats Saban. It's a new day. Yes, it is. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Don't you dare be sour. But but good question, Jason. Just my opinion on why I think Saban probably just in translate. He probably just, realized that, hey, I'm getting paid this amount of money. I can't get the certain power structure that I want to run the team my way, because that's some things that I think in the NFL, some of those GMs and owners are not going to be so willing to give you that power structure like it is in college. See, in college, you are the power structure when you're the head coach. Like, you are the end and the beginning. In NFL, you got to answer to people, and you don't necessarily have all that power. I mean, just my thought. Okay. It says, I respectfully agree. Saban has coached running teams, passing teams, offensive teams, defensive teams for Alabama. He coaches NFL players that haven't graduated yet. Hey, you're right. You're right there. Here's one thing that I will say. Nick Saban has people probably don't realize this. Jason, you probably know this. I'm pretty sure you know this. Saban has a lot of coaching in the NFL before he did in the NCAA. People got to remember that he was Belichick's assistant in Cleveland for a number of years, a defensive coordinator. Matter of fact, before he went to Michigan State and then eventually LSU and then eventually Miami Dolphins and then back to Alabama. So maybe I don't know the full details on why Saban decided to go back to Alabama. But I'm looking at it. I'm looking at a story in my point of view. I'm in the NFL. I'm coaching these pampered millionaires. They probably don't give a damn what I got to say. And I'm not having the same power structure as in, I need this type of player. I need that type of player to fit my kind of scheme. And maybe he's getting pushback from a general manager. I don't know the whole story on that situation. But then you go to Alabama, where they're going to pay you. Well, now he's making almost $12 million a year, but I'm pretty sure back then when he first got the job, 6, 7, 8 million, and you got full control. I mean, it makes sense. Give me full control, more money? Hell yeah. So, but I get. So Jason says, I think he gave up early to be a big fish in a small pond. that's kind of similar to what I said a minute ago, as in, but you just worded it different for me, because I kind of felt like he kind of gave up on that thing a little bit too early. I mean, you went 2-2 against Bill Belichick in 2 years, so honestly, I felt personally that Nick Saban could. I'm not saying he'd be on the same level as Bill Belichick in the NFL right now, but and that was at the beginning of the Patriots dynasty. Because one day, what 04, 05 when Saban was the coaching in Miami. So that's beginning of the Patriots dynasty. So if you got a coaching record of 2-2 against the hoodie at that point in time, you know what you're kind of doing. And so maybe he did give up on it a little bit too early. But hindsight is 2020. Look at the situation now. The man has what, 7 national championships, six at Bama, 7 total. So I mean, it is what it is. But Saban's gonna be all right. This loss tonight, it don't changes nothing about his legacy. It adds to Kirby Smart's legacy. Not a lot of people can get one over on good old Saban. Not too many get many over on Belichick. Hence why I gotta say it. We said it earlier in the day show today. Nick said the same thing. When you got Brian Flores, who beats Bill Belichick twice in 1 year, but you hand him his pink slip. I don't know. I don't understand it. And I'm not one of those kind of guys where, oh, it's about race. I'm not going to feed into that narrative at all. But what the news that I've had heard is it might have been a power struggle, a differences of ideology of what certain personnel and coaches in the building. It is what it is. But one thing I will tell you with Brian Flores' situation, he has an opportunity to pick any head coaching job that he wants. Because I think he's that good. Let's be honest. What was Miami doing before Brian Flores got there? Oh, yeah, they were losing a lot. They were a joke. They were a laughingstock. Miami Dolphins were a dumpster fire before Brian Flores got there. 3 years later, Brian Flores has them actually looking like a respectable team. I mean, the man went 10-6 last year, just missed the playoffs. Go 9-8 this year. Literally coached that team out of the dumps this year. They were what, 1-7? And then reel off 8 in a row. Lose to Tennessee. And now, finish the year 9-8 by beating Belichick on the last week. I mean, I at this point, who does Miami really think that they're going to get that's going to take this team to another level? I mean, Brian Flores was really coaching a team, in my opinion. He was handicapped because the O-line needed some upgrading. But you already traded your left tackle, Larry Tunsil. I mean, before Waddle got there this year, you pretty much your only offensive weapon was Mike Gesicki. Your tight end. Couldn't rely on Devontae Parker. He's been inconsistent since he's been in the league. I mean, didn't you give him a quarterback that I'm pretty sure he went to the general manager and scouting department was like, yeah, I know who Tua is, but I don't want him. I'm willing to bet. That's what it is. I'm willing to bet the $1 million I don't damn have that Brian Flores, I don't know Mike. Who the fuck is Mike? I'm willing to bet the $1 million that I don't have that Brian Flores did not want to. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet everything that Brian Flores was looking at that draft a couple of years ago and was like, yeah, I know who Tua is. But that Justin Herbert guy, yeah, I want him. And then you get to the draft with the 5th selection. Was it 2020 draft? Yeah. Tua Tagovailoa, Alabama. And so you get stuck with a quarterback you didn't want. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that. Because now you're hearing the reports, Tua didn't like Flores. Differences. Okay. All right, Tua. You may not like the coach, but hell, that coach happened to surround you with some great talent on defense to make sure that he would stop the opposing team's offense to give you more opportunities. They create turnovers. We just need you not to fuck it up, not to mess anything up. Because let's be honest, who wholeheartedly feels that Tua is the answer at quarterback for Miami? 100%. I still think he's a project. I still think he's a project that still needs a lot of talent around him to succeed. I think he still needs more weapons. Got to definitely upgrade his O line. Because if you're asking Tua to sit back there and think he's mobile enough to, avoid all the sacks in the world, that's not it. Definitely need to upgrade his running back position. Put some effort into upgrading that position. So there's still a lot of crutches, as I like to say, crutches that Tua needs to succeed. You know what I'm saying? He don't have the escapability of Lamar Jackson. He don't have the precision of Aaron Rodgers or the arm talent of a Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. Tua Tagovailoa is closer to Kirk Cousins than anything. Smaller, shorter version with a tan. So I think that was a shame that Miami let go of Brian Flores. Will they regret it? We'll see this time next year when they're probably out of the playoffs with a losing record. If I'm a player for Miami and I'm like, that's how you treat a good coach, get me the hell up out of here. I'm calling my agent right now. Yeah, we need a trade, player. Because if you're going to get rid of a good coach like this, that has turned around a shitstorm and calmed the waters down and was able to, rectify and turn some shit into gold. You treat him like that, then how the hell you gonna treat me? I wouldn't want to be there. Yeah, give me the hell up. I want the hell out now. Vic Fangio for the Denver Broncos, he got the axe. I just think Vic Fangio was just a casualty of his environment. And what I mean by that is, name a quarterback that he was actually given. I think him and Flores is kind of in the same situation. Not given much at quarterback to help them succeed, help the team succeed. Defensive-minded coaches. So here's the thing. When you got a defensive-minded head coach, he needs a quarterback and he needs a damn good offensive coordinator. Clearly. Because a defensive-minded coach is automatically thinking, I need to make sure my defense is up to par. I need to make sure my defense is good. Because I have a great plan at defense to implement, which got me the job. Because if a defensive coordinator gets a job, he had to be damn good at coaching defense. So here's my strategy. Here's how I implement it. Here's the players I want that fits the scheme. I got that side of the ball locked down. And yes, he may be a head coach, but he's still thinking, I got to make sure that defense is right. So when you hire these defensive coaches, you better make sure you got a quarterback, and you better make sure you got an offensive coordinator that can handle all of the offensive duties, because that head coach primarily is going to be hands off. Only thing he's going to be looking for is dirt turn the ball over and can you score? That's it. Can you move the football, get in the end zone, and please don't turn that son bitch over? That's what a defensive-minded head coach is thinking. And so, like Vic Fangio, like Brian Flores, of course, question marks on Tua. And ain't a such thing as a question mark in Denver. It just ain't happening. I mean, name the list of quarterbacks since Peyton Manning left in 2015. I mean, Brock Osweiler, Paxton Lynch, Trevor Siemian, Drew Lock, Bridgewater. I mean, numerous quarterbacks have gone in and out of Broncos country, and not a one of them can get the job done. Now I get it, Vic Fangio, 19-30 as a record as a head coach. Well, that's not going to help you. I give him. I'll be honest about that. That's not a good record to have as a coach. So no, that's not going to do you no favors. But let's be honest. What favors have the Broncos organization done for him? You don't have a quarterback. It's the NFL, y'all. NFL, you need a quarterback. Period. At least one that's serviceable. I mean, you can get to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. This ain't, I ain't going to go as far as back as 2000 when you getting into the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer. You can't do that no more. Let's be honest. You can't do that no more. But hell, if Jimmy G can get to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, Jared Goff got to the Super Bowl. Who's up here running saying Jared Goff is, all-world top quarterback? Nobody. But he's able to get to the Super Bowl. I know, granted, it's a whole team effort, but he still played a part in that. And so when you got these defensive coaches and you're not doing them no favor of getting a quarterback, then what are we doing? I can't turn shit into gold, and I don't have the most important position locked down. The most important position, quarterback. Matt Nagy's out of there. Matt Nagy, I could make a case that he probably could, if they give him one more year and actually make a true decision whether he deserved to be there or not. Anytime you go to the playoffs twice with Mr. Trubisky, hey, I got to tell him, hey, hats off. We know what Trubisky is. We know what he is as a quarterback. It didn't work out as a third overall pick, first QB taken in that draft class. Mahomes went after you. Deshaun Watson went after you. Obviously, hindsight is 2020 of what those two guys are been able to do and what Trubisky has been able to not to do. But still, if Matt Nagy gets that team to the playoffs twice with Trubisky at quarterback, you might know a little bit. You might know a little sound, just a little. But my thing is, you didn't put in Justin Fields from the beginning. And I said this on many shows. Honestly, if you try Justin Fields from the beginning and you know that your job is already on the hot seat, I'd rather go down with a rookie and talented rookie in Justin Fields than put my faith in Andy Dalton or Nick Foles. Just my opinion. I mean, if you're going to go down Go down Titanic style. I'm going down with the ship, but I'm gonna make sure this ship is gonna be one of the best ones. I'm not gonna go down with Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, or Nick Foles. I'm gonna go down with a talented rookie, and let's see what we can do. But it didn't help that offensive line weren't worth the damn in Chicago, and that defense couldn't hold that team. Kellen Moore is a great fit for Miami. I got one better for you. Kellen Moore is a good fit where he's at. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but hell, if I was a Cowboys fan, I'd say get rid of Mike McCarthy and give me Kellen Moore. Just me. All that talent you got in Dallas. Obviously, we see the defense has improved. I hear what you're saying, Jason. I think Kellen Moore would be a good fit because he'll be able to communicate with Tua. But just imagine you get rid of Mike McCarthy and keep Kellen Moore in Dallas. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly right there. There are times that his play calling can get predictable, and there are times where Kellen Moore gets too cute. With the trickeration and the reverses and the wide receiver throws and shit like that. There are times he can get predictable. Oh, you say, I forgot you're a Cowboys fan. You said, and I'm ready for someone to take him. But let me ask you this, though, Jason. And I want you to be honest about Mike McCarthy. I want a true, honest opinion about Mike McCarthy because he gets the Super Bowl in Green Bay, and he wasn't able to repeat it with the best quarterback talent-wise, hands down, in Aaron Rodgers. So it can't be. It has to be something, because if you can't get back to the Super Bowl level with Aaron Rodgers, I don't know what you're doing. That's a coach that had the quarterback. He wasn't in the Vic Fangio situation or Brian Flores situation where he's desperately looking for a quarterback. He had the quarterback. But Mike McCarthy's always been good. Always been good for those good Brandon Staley decisions. Which, by the way, Brandon Staley, I like the guy. I like his I don't give a damn attitude. If I feel like we can go get the fourth down, we're gonna go for it. I like it. It's risky at times. That decision to go for it on fourth down on your own 18 in the third quarter, only down by 3 was probably the dumbest decisions, but it is what it is. And so he got us 12 wins. I can't be mad. He also 100,000 times better than Jason Garrett. I hear you. But I'm sometimes some of those losses that the Cowboys do suffer is more like is going to be some silly coaching decision that Mike McCarthy is going to do. Last year was a wash. COVID, his rookie year, and Dak down. Hey, when you don't have that's a good take right there. I mean, that season was definitely a wash once Dak went down. I mean, you see the difference this year. I mean, just night and day. You go from 5-6 wins last year, 7 wins last year, no Dak. Now you double digits again when Dak comes back. It's no coincidence. And this is why, and now that we're on this subject, this is why you shouldn't caved in to Zeke and giving him that $90 million contract. First of all, the league is set up right now that you don't pay running backs that type of money. You just don't do it. Because the running back position is so expendable. It is. You can find undrafted free agents, get a good 2 to 3 years out of that, and then move on to another one. You know what I'm saying? And so You could probably blame Jerry Jones for that because he's still running the show down there. So I didn't like that decision. As a football fan, I didn't like that decision. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I just didn't like that decision. Says if we are losing because of timeouts, we deserve to lose. Jerry Jones is what's holding him back. Hard Knock exposed him heavy-handed. He is what that team. Man, you are preaching to the choir, Jason. I have said this 1,000 times over. Jerry Jones y'all remember back in the days when Suge Knight was in death row and he did the Source Awards. He says, you don't want the singing and dancing all in the videos, come to death row. That's what Jerry Jones is. Jerry Jones likes to be the show. He likes to be the one talked about in Dallas. He'll let players get a shine, but you can't outshine Jerry Jones. That's his town. That's his town. Zeke is a beast this year. He was hurt most of the year. The Dak contract will hurt us more in the future. But the thing is, Jason, you pay your quarterback. And I get it. Zeke is a beast. He is a beast. But and Nick brought up a good point in today's show. As the deterioration of the offensive line was going down, you see Zeke's numbers going down. You see his production goes down. And I'm of the thought process that Zeke is one of those running backs that needs a good line. Because he's not that elusive back that can create something on his own when a block is missed or assignment isn't fully carried through by offensive linemen. And it's not a knock on Zeke. I think he's still talented. But I'm of the same belief that this O-line that the Cowboys got, Tony Pollard uses that O-line, same offensive line that Zeke runs behind, but you get better production from Tony Pollard from the same line, same offensive line. You know, and I agree with you right here on this one. Those big contracts cost teams death. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. When you got your money invested in two players, Dak and Zeke, who else is getting paid? And not to mention, they gave Jalen Smith that money, and they cut him halfway through the season this year. Matter of fact, within the first, after 5-6 games, cut him. You know what I'm saying? There's a handful of situations that I think that the Cowboys themselves have shot themselves in the foot. More than likely, Jerry Jones. Let's be honest. Jerry Jones has shot that organization in the foot more than multiple times in the last few years. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's no other way around to saying it but that. You know, Jerry Jones is literally the anchor of that ship. Won't let it move. Because Jerry Jones is the show. I want it to be about me. I think, you know, quite frankly, I think Jerry Jones is one selfish old bastard. Good businessman. Because he's about his paper. Jerry Jones is about his paper. He knows how to market this shit up to Dallas Cowboys. I mean, y'all remember all them battles he had with the NFL talking about Pepsi deals and having his own merchandise deals and shit like that. Jerry Jones about his paper. Businessman, great businessman. He knows how to get money. Now, if I can have an owner that could be business savvy like him, I'll take that. But I want an owner that's going to be more in the background. Be a silent investor. Just pony up the money, sign the checks, bring all the money in as you can, but then get the hell out the way. I mean, look, imagine had Jerry Jones got out the damn way when y'all had Jimmy Johnson. Just think about it. Just obviously everybody had think about had Jerry Jones got out the damn way when Jimmy Johnson was there. Not only would you have 2 Super Bowls, you probably would have multiple. I mean, I know Barry Switzer had that third Super Bowl, part of that little dynasty, but that was still Jimmy Johnson's team. He did the John Gruden replacing Tony Dungy thing. Like that was his team. He slid in, got a Super Bowl off of that. But here's the thing: you get out the way. Jimmy Johnson easily brings you more than those 2 Super Bowls. Look further down the line. Bill Parcells, Hall of Fame coach. I'm pretty sure Bill Parcells knows what the hell he's doing. He knows what the hell he's doing. You wonder why Bill Parcells didn't stay long in Dallas? Because he got tired of that old bastard in the damn way. What's the old saying, y'all? Y'all know what the old saying is. Players play, coaches coach, owners own. But the thing is, Jerry Jones thinks he knows everything about the whole thing from top to bottom. He thinks he knows everything. So forgive me what I'm about to say. The Cowboys will be better off the day that you can go ahead and have his memorial service. We love you, Jerry Jones, RIP. I'm telling you. It sounds morbid, but truth. It'll be a sad day when Jerry Jones passes, but it'll probably be the best day in their franchise history because he will not be around to helicopter and handicap their franchise. I mean, so Jason, here's the thing. If his son is just as worse, then is it fair to say that that franchise might have some trouble? Because if his son, if Stephen Jones is going to run the same, if he's going to run the franchise just like Jerry Jones did, when is it going to change? When is the actual structure of how that franchise is going to run change? If Stephen Jones is just as bad as Jerry Jones. Because who is Stephen learning this shit from? He's learning he's learning it all from Papa. He's learning how to do everything, how to run his team just like Papa. Got his nose in everything. Like there's a difference between, wanting to know the ins and out on how your team's running. I get it. As an owner, you want to know how your investments is. Because you want your return on investment. I want to know how it's running. I want it run properly. But you don't have to physically bulldog your way into everything, every decision, every this, every that. So, and you're right. Very talented team with no championships. I never heard of it. This is a first for me. I never heard of the most talented team always being the most disappointing team. Jerry Jones, man, hey, look, I'll give him his credit. Business savvy guy, cool. But that man will forever be the anchor. And God bless you, damn Cowboys fans, because if Stephen Jones is just like his papa, Lord. At some point, y'all gonna have to make a decision. Do you keep supporting this shit? Stop putting your money and investing in this shit, your energy, your emotions in this shit? Do you pick a new team? I understand. I'm a sports fan. I understand the loyalty thing, but damn it, how loyal you gonna be? Because if you're gonna continue to keep having ownership that likes to butt in everything and get in the way, that's gonna be hella tough, man. I hear you, Jason. It's tough being a Cowboys fan. I bet it is. And the crazy thing is, players swear up and down about Jerry Jones. Oh, he's great. He's this. He's that. But you ain't. But majority of those players that say that was part of those Dallas teams that was winning championships of how much they love and revere Jerry Jones. I mean, it just some of the moves that he's making. I never cared for it. I didn't like how he did Terrell Owens. I didn't like that shit. You know, Terrell Owens was very productive for the Cowboys. Sit him down for lunch and say, we're going to release you. Hey, man, it's a tough world. Hey, it's a tough world down there in Dallas, man. So, hey, it is what it is. But, hey, the hour is up. Appreciate you guys chopping in. Jason, man, I appreciate I know I must be in your head, man. No, I love sports, man, and so it's love. That's why I love what we do. We love talking about it, and definitely, Jason, man, I appreciate you hopping on here, chopping it up with me, and showing support on the Facebook page. Again, everybody, go to the Facebook page. Thanks to the big homie Nick Shine getting that up. It's the I.O.W. Sports Network public Facebook page. Great show. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm hoping my Chiefs. You know, we got Pittsburgh again. I'm not gonna lie, you guys got a tough draw. San Francisco's not gonna be. They're not gonna lay down for y'all. San Francisco's. That's a team full of bullies, offense and defensive wise. They're physical. So you guys definitely got your work cut out for you Sunday. With the 49ers. So I think you oh no, I'm not sleeping on Pittsburgh. Oh no. The reason why I'm not sleeping on Pittsburgh is because somehow they got some crazy mojo momentum because they know it's been his last year. Ever since he made that announcement that it was going to be his last year, for some reason they turned it around and slid their ass into the playoffs. But that's neither here nor there. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely conversate more and more on playoffs this weekend once we get closer to that. But look, that's my time, y'all. It's been real. Again, Jason, man, I appreciate you, my brother. Keep showing the love and support, man. And hey, we gonna get up out of here. Like I said earlier, y'all go ahead, go over to the Facebook page, download the I.O.W. Sports Network app. We got the app that's available in the Google Play Store as well as the Apple Store. And hey, same time, same channel tomorrow. Wildcard I'll be here again. Until then, y'all have a wonderful night. Y'all go have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll check y'all out tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah. Sound like hell, TD Hurst. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick, nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding with suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jerking out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon's call. Daily with explosive, just softer than some woven silk. Grinding rappers, flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. Some nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating pickles for dinner, underground like not the splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance. Johnny plays with a bag of haze over roast spirits. I'm forced to be reckoned with when I'm beating all